Hey YouTube, I'm going to show you one of the first squires that I bought. Paid 30 bucks for it on Craigslist. Now the pickups that are in here are off another guitar that I replaced the pickups on. I put the pickups I had in here. I had Texas Specials in here, and then I swapped them out to another guitar, and so these have the cheapos in there. Great neck on this guitar. I put a Tech nut on here. You can see it's just a touch big on each side because, like I have told in another video, the distance between here to here is narrower than the USA strats. So if you do change the nut, you're going to plan on having a little bit extra, but it's not much. I mean, you can see it. That's just a little bit, but what it does is it just moves your strings a little bit. What I advise is have the nut come a little bit more heavy toward the bass end instead of the high E, because you don't want, if it's hanging over, your high E will have a tendency to pull off the edge of the fret. But it's really not that bad. And those are the Tech string trees. This is Squire bullet strat. It's got the made in China. Everything is made in China. I'll tell you, you know, we blame it on the companies, but you know, if our federal government of the United States of America would put a ban on everything from China, then the companies that are here in America wouldn't be able to ship things from overseas, okay? So you can't really blame the companies. Now, one thing I want to show you, if you notice here, this is a brass tremolo, and it adds better sound. A little burn mark. Watch where your soldering iron is laying next to when you're soldering something. Oh well, live and learn. Just a beautiful color. I don't know if they consider this cream or like an ivory or something like that, but it's just a beautiful color guitar. Okay, but the reason of this video is not really to show you the guitar, although I haven't shown that, so I figured I want to show you that. But what I really want to show you is this tuning pedal. It's called the PolyTune. It's made by TC Electronic. They run on any of the 9-volt power supplies that you would run your foot pedals. It does not take a battery, so you do have to use a power adapter. This one is from a Boss or Morley pedal. They're basically the same. All the 9-volt pedals. When you turn this on to tune, okay, like this, it shuts off the sound to your amplifier. Okay, so let me just see if I can demonstrate that a little bit. Okay, so right now the amplifier is off, and so when I'm on, okay, then you know I got sound to the amplifier. When I want to tune, you know, like if I was on in a gig or something like that, and I needed to tune, I can be quiet by doing it. The nice thing about these is that when you play all the strings, it gives you an instantaneous, you know exactly which strings are out, okay? And you can hit individual strings, okay? Now I always tune to E flat. That's just the way I like to play now. I always used to tune to E, but you know, I tune to E flat now. But so you can adjust your string. Let's see if I can do this. So E flat would be a D sharp. Okay. And then G would be a G sharp. Alright. So let's see what we got. Okay, you can see them bouncing around there. I'm trying to hold it and tune with one hand, and it's not going to work. Okay. Okay, so depending on how hard you hit the string will determine if you've got, here we go. Alright, so if I pluck the string, okay, you can see I'm going sharp, okay? If I just hit it soft, okay. Let's try that string. Alright, so that's showing flat, right? Okay. And you got to remember, it's based on how you attack the strings too. All right. I could get this in no problem, but let me show you some of the features before I run out of time here. There's a little button, a little tiny button here, and if you hold that in, it'll show you that's E flat. Okay, so I can change the tuning. There's D, I guess for people who like drop D, D flat, C, B, F, G, you know, a whole bunch of different tunings, okay? If you let go, then it starts flashing, and then it's set on the E flat right now. So now it'll tune me to E flat. So if I wanted to go to E, everything's going to be out of tune because, you know, it's set up for E flat. This other side has another button, and if you push that, okay, that shows a different type of scrolling pattern. Okay, see how it is there? If you hit individual notes, it's gonna make like a rainbow type effect. It's just the way it's gonna show up. And then this one is gonna show you the little arrow line indicator to tell you if it's in tune. But I'll tell you what, I've tried a bunch of tuners, the type that clip on. The PolyTune from TC Electronic, the best. They run right around $75–80 on eBay.